Your headphones good? Loud? Can you hear? Go. Good morning. We are so unorganized this morning.
They don't know that. We're good.
What?
We're chilling. Episode 9.
Look at you.
Look at
You
you.
look like you're falling apart already.
You're the one. You're the one saying. No, we're good. We're chilling.
Shit.
Episode 9. We're here. Beautiful weekend. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. How are you, brother? Well, to start off, I had a beautiful birthday party for my daughter.
Yeah, we partied up for Gray.
Super mega shout out to my wife for putting that on together. A lot of stressful times, stressful thinking in order to orchestrate, 40, 50 people to come through there.
Okay.
All the food, all that. So big shout out to my wife.
Shout out to the Science Museum.
She
To the Science Museum.
She really put it together. Proud of her for that one. She's no joke when it comes to birthdays, and that's one thing I'm really grateful of her for, because she goes hard in the paint, and I fucking love it, and I know the kids are gonna love it one day. And appreciate you and your wife for coming on by. Your wife making
enough sucking up from you already. Let's
no.
No.
All
right, go for it.
I was moving on to the next person. I got to get the suck ups out.
Shout out to your wife. Okay.
Yeah, no, and then appreciate your wife too for taking the photos and you guys coming through. It was a lot of fun though.
Magical.
It was a lot of fun.
Magical.
Lincoln's baseball season ended last week.
Okay.
Ended on a good note. Finished the game pitching. He loved it. Well, it's fall ball, so it's all developmental. It's not like serious. Like you're supposed to just work on your craft a little bit. It is serious, but it's not like the main season. I think go to Little League World Series and shit. That's what I'm trying to say. Why you gotta do that? Just let me go. Golly. Just let me fucking go. Jesus Christ, bro.
Because I went organized this morning.
Okay, leave.
All right.
Get your shit together then.
Okay,
Goddamn. All right, what'd you do this weekend?
Well,
you don't know? You don't know?
I was with you, right? I came to the dope birthday party, and then last night I was supposed to go to a Halloween party, but we carved pumpkins with my kids.
Dank dad.
Thank that all the way. And I might have ate some cool stuff and floated off into.
Vibed out.
Yeah.
You saw a fucking sloth.
A little half-baked. We did see a sloth.
Saw a fucking sloth.
And that actually made Discovery Museum better.
Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, you don't see sloths in Reno too often.
Are we going to introduce our guest today?
We're going to introduce our guest today. I'm going to let you take that.
Okay. So my guest today, he is he's a Renaissance man. He's a rapper. He's a writer. He can sing a little bit. I just went to one of his
athlete. All right.
Super athlete. You asked me to do this. See, this is where we had the problem.
No, you could have just kept going. I'm adding to your shit.
Okay, yeah, all right.
You could have just kept going.
All right. Just let me know when you ad lib like that. Listen, you ever notice how Quavo waits until Offset goes?
Yeah, well, Migos ain't together anymore, so
Migos!
I don't want to fucking hear that shit.
In there. He waits for him first. All right.
I did. I let you pause.
All right, well, let's go. You ready to restart it? You wait on the ad libs.
We're recording. Now we're recording on that.
I thought it was green light.
No, it's red light. Red lights go. Yeah.
Jeffrey doesn't know what the fuck he's doing at all.
Look at that. You see that, bitch?
All right.
Counting.
All right, we're recording. Okay, so my boy's name is Zindalore. Keegan is what we call him. Keegan Zindalore. He's a rapper. He's about to get a deal soon, drop a single, but he's also an athlete. His mom wants him to be a little kid for the rest of his life, but he's on Dank Dads with us, and he definitely didn't bring any ID for this shit. And his parents dropped him off. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why your parents dropped you off with us.
Trust. They trust you. Trust.
Hey, listen. All right. So he has kid juice. We don't. And very talented young man. And we're just going to vibe out, talk some sports, let him tell you about his sports playing. But his mom wants him to stay a young kid, and his life may take off a little faster than she's ready for. And we just wanted to give him some airtime and just kick it and have some fun. Say hello to the people. Speaking my boy.
What's up?
Here we go. What are we doing today, Jeffrey? What are we starting with?
Keegan? What would you rank more importance to you, music or sports? Which one do you feel more a little bit?
Music, because music is what I do on my free time. Sports is just to keep me in shape.
Okay.
But I also love sports.
So your love for music is definitely number one.
Yeah, it's way stronger.
You had your pick. You might think you could be 5-star high school athlete, or you could be main stage with a $1 million deal.
Main stage $1 million deal.
That's dope. That's dope. We'll keep pushing, right? So what kind of music? What kind of give me an example.
Oh, rap, hip hop. I can do a little singing.
Pop?
Yeah, pop. Definitely.
I think it's important to be able to bounce around and.
First of all, Nick, from El Salvador. Tell me where you from. Tell me what your parents.
My dad immigrated from El Salvador, so I'm 50% El Salvadorian, and my mom is just white. That's all.
Yeah, he didn't claim no 50% white.
Yeah, he's like, my mom.
He made sure he's 50% Salvadorian,
white,
and then
she's just only white.
She's just white.
Damn.
Well, mix. I like that. All right. Yeah.
Shout
out to white people.
Yo, so where do we go? What did we do with picks last week?
Picks last week.
And I want to get into college football before we go.
You want to just let's start with that then.
Let's go into college football. First of all, is anybody too late for it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Tough loss. And they were 10th in the nation or something like that. They're top 10.
They have never been top 10 in the nation.
And now they're not going to be anymore, right? But that's a tough one. That was a tough loss.
It was the way that we lost though. We dropped. This kid throws.
You like Louisville quarterback? I know you do. So
I did. I do like him. But what I'm simply saying is this is the worst mojo I've ever seen in my fucking life. I've never seen worse luck in my life.
Damn, quarterback play did not 3 picks.
Listen, he had 3 sack fumbles.
Nice.
Like in a row.
Picks?
Like in a row.
Ooh.
Like, I mean, maybe 7 turnovers back to back.
Looking at the stats, it doesn't look like anybody really stepped up, really. But damn, that's a tough loss.
Listen, it's almost like God didn't want us to be there.
I mean, Louisville was 5-3, so they weren't just chumps, right? And on the road,
they were supposed to beat us. Wake Forest wasn't supposed to.
Of course,
play
you're
like
10th in the nation, of course.
That's what fucking play like that. And
the spread was only 3.
I'm
so
sad.
They expected a close game. Vegas expected a close game. But that helps, other teams kind of hop up in there.
You got any college? You got any Heisman? You got to pick up Heisman.
I mean, Stroud probably is the main guy right now.
Heisman? Any Heisman? Like Stroud?
CJ Stroud from Ohio State. He's pretty good. I'm gonna see what kind of day he had yesterday.
He had a day.
He did. They spanked him.
I thought they were going to be.
Oh golly, he had a day. Actually, I mean it was crazy. 354 yards, only 1 touchdown though. How do you got 26 attempts, 354 yards, and only 1 touchdown? That's weird.
Bryce Young.
And only six rushing with 5 yards. Ineffective.
Very ineffective.
Alabama didn't play yesterday, right?
Oh, bye.
Yep. So
they had a bye.
That the receiver for Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hey, listen.
Oh my Lord! 10 catches, 185 yards.
Have you seen him?
Golly.
Have you seen him?
I mean, he's dad in the flesh.
No, he's not. Way bigger than fuck. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
I was telling my wife yesterday, I was like, yo, why does this dude such a freak of nature? Who's your Heisman front runner, Steve?
Stroud.
Mm-hmm. I like Michigan's guy. I like the Michigan running back. I don't think Bo Nix is good. I don't think Bo Nix from Oregon is good.
Bryce Young, you gotta keep him in there. His loss hurt him, but
I think Hendon Hooker's going to win the whole thing.
I hope so. Hooker, I hope so. That's a good pick. I like that.
I think Hendon is.
I like that one. Definitely. He's actually, I think he's ranked number 1 probably in the Heisman. I would imagine.
When do they play Georgia? Is he ranked number 1 in the race?
I think so. Yeah. Tennessee didn't play this weekend.
No,
they didn't. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they fucked up Kentucky. Fucked them up. They play Georgia next week at Georgia. I think that's a loss for them. Only because to beat Alabama and Georgia in the same year, that's not easy. And
possible.
Definitely possible. Definitely. And if
he's gonna beat the dog shit out of him.
Oh, coming in hot. If he beats Georgia, might as well hand him the Heisman. Might as well hand him the Heisman if he beats Georgia.
Listen, they got the Phillies energy.
I mean, Phillies, yeah.
They're going into baseball too. But
Phillies lost last night, so the series is 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, but their first game was off the chain, and it was like a magical comeback.
We'll come back.
Yeah.
Come back to Phillies because I just feel like it's Phillies healthy year. Period.
I don't know. I'm voting for the Astros because Phillies took Padres out.
I figured you did.
Mm-hmm.
I met with him a couple nights ago. That dinner.
It's hurt.
San Diego down. Him and his brother.
Sorry.
Shit. You know, both of them were talking shit at the table.
Talking shit about what? Just being
Padres
in the playoffs.
Better than the Dodgers.
Just being. I'm a Giants fan. And I mean, to be real, Padres ain't in the same room. But to be real. I mean, I don't hate the Padres. I like Machado. I like Tatis. Those guys are all dope. Juan Soto, they're dope. But
let's go. I want to see the college.
So yeah, they got Georgia. If Hooker if Tennessee beats Georgia next week, I mean that's Heisman right there. If he finishes out the season without being hurt, because you beat Alabama and Georgia in the same year, he's gonna have to see one of them again in the SEC championship though. You think he's gonna beat them? So okay, let's say he beats Georgia this week, right? This upcoming week, he's gonna have to see one of them again in the SEC championship. You think he gets them past them again?
I think that's always the
because if they don't, are they outside the college football playoff?
I think that's always the letdown that happens.
Yeah,
when you win that one and then you come back around and meet them again, they either figured you out or you just don't have the same energy or you just feel like you got their number and don't have shit.
Right.
I just feel like the way that Tennessee's playing right now, the execution of how they playing is just on a whole nother level. Like, and then the crowd, and then they travel. You watch Tennessee play at somewhere else, and they have just as many fans. They have just as many.
Oh yeah, I mean what does that stadium hold? 110. That stadium's huge.
Yeah, like 107. They're traveling.
Yeah. No,
North Carolina come from?
They've kind of been over the last 2-3 years, kind of riding that line of top 25, but they always suffer that 1 or 2 losses that really just kicks them out of it, and they're not the real deal. But man, if Hooker can get through, let me see some next week matchups that are top 25 matchups. Well, a surprising one yesterday was Kansas State and Oklahoma State.
Not really, not at all.
You know how?
Not surprising.
What was not surprising?
Well,
what is Oklahoma State known for?
No.
Putting up points.
Well, let me say this. Oklahoma State really fell apart last week. They lost like 7 starters last week.
Yeah.
And so last week they lost 7 starters, and then you could see from last week at the end of the start of the third quarter last week, they just started going downhill, and that's how they lost their first game.
But not to score at all.
Listen, bro.
That's hard to do in college.
They are really without their hitters. You know what I mean? Like, they can't do nothing. And listen, I'm not taking nothing from Kansas State.
No, of course.
Because they some dogs. But what I'm simply saying is that
48-0.
They're super depleted. Even you can see some of their kids and they would tell you, like, yo, they're really depleted out there.
That was rough.
I think that's most of what that is. It came through Oklahoma. I didn't even want to go into that shit.
Well, we got Alabama, LSU next week, too.
Nothing.
Yeah, LSU's down, but they're 18th in the nation.
Yeah, but Alabama's sitting at home waiting to do something.
Yeah,
Tennessee.
It's at LSU.
Yeah.
You guys got a big game next week on the road at NC State.
I don't even care.
You got to feel good coming off a loss, though.
It doesn't matter now.
It doesn't.
Number 10. I don't talk about this shit. Fuck it. I don't talk about it. I'd rather go to.
All right.
Okay, let's go to NFL.
Fuck.
So last week in the NFL, week 7, Marcus, we all went positive. You went 7-6. I went 9-4. B-Dot went 9-4. The one
damn.
we all lost collectively, Green Bay. We all lost collectively, Las Vegas, and we all lost collectively, New England.
Somebody should have followed me on Green Bay last week. I'll get to them in a minute. I want to go Tom Brady first. What do you take? What takes you?
I'd say, honestly.
So you have picks. You got your own picks?
Who's your Super Bowl front runner right now?
My Super Bowl front runner is
Who you got going to Super Bowl?
2 teams.
You got notes.
Bills and I'd say
Yeah. About right now. Okay.
Bills and Chiefs.
So that would be the AFC Championship.
Maybe AFC Championship.
Oh yeah.
And you got to pick somebody on the NFC side.
Philly in there?
So who wins in that game?
Philly.
Who wins
Bills
in
and
the
Chiefs.
Bills and
So
Chiefs?
Bills would come out on top because Josh Allen is absolutely a beast. It'd be a close game though.
Do you remember what happened last year in the playoffs?
It don't matter what happened last year.
I don't think Josh Allen's gonna let it happen twice.
No, he's not.
But he won in the regular season. So was that his get back? A whole new game when you're playing for the 3rd time now.
He's gonna get 2 get backs.
Yeah, 2 get backs, okay? And then in the NFC side.
I'm coming back to that.
And then NFC is gonna be has to be
Philly.
yeah. So I would say it.
You said, yeah, I got Philly, motherfucker.
So yeah, it has to be either gonna be Philly and
Chiefs or Buffalo? Philly? Is that possible?
no.
Oh, Philly? Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's possible.
I think Philly loses in the playoffs.
49ers and I know 49ers.
No,
Damn.
I'll ride with you on that one.
That's
I'll ride
crazy
with
because
you on that one.
the NFC isn't like.
You said the 49ers maybe to play against the Chiefs?
It's a maybe.
Oh wait, no.
No, I mean, listen. Stick to your guns. Not fold. Listen. We'll come back to this. I'm gonna go Monday night game. Hold your thought on this. Let's start with this.
Okay.
Baltimore.
Go for it.
Come back.
Oh, it's the Thursday night games?
What was that?
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday?
It was Thursday. So yeah, I mean that was in Tampa. Right?
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson is going off. I'm telling you.
He is.
He's balling. I mean he beat Tom.
Let me ask you this: Is Tom done?
Yeah.
Definitely. If he goes another season, he's gonna break a hit.
They've been saying that for about 10 years.
Yeah.
But
no, but I'm actually.
But he's hurting though now. It's,
like.
But hold on, what? Maybe he's set free now because they finalized the divorce. That's what was really holding him down this year. Because his last year he could have won MVP. He had fantastic numbers last year.
I don't think he wants to be there.
He doesn't look
I don't
like
think he
it.
wants to do anything. Like it was so
But
bad.
why'd he come back then?
I think he thought it was a good idea. This is what I heard. And this is what I thought was a great point. That your body will change because football is 1 year, right? So like you'll go one season and then you'll meet the other season. Right, all in 1 year. So one of the analysts is making a point like, your body changes a lot in that time. And maybe 45 just kicked in.
Like now it did.
Yeah.
I mean
I find that.
He was on spare time, so I get it.
Listen, I get off the couch the other day and pulled a fucking quad muscle, so I know. I think he's just old. I think he don't want to be out there. I think practice and put on that helmet. Listen, football is fucking real. You know, and I don't think he really wants to do it anymore. And now they come up with eggs and linemen.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously the divorce is something that was a big factor in his life. Like that's going to hold weight on any man, right?
So
it's not something you can ignore.
He's going to be on Demon Time Sensitive.
It finalized it yesterday or the day before. Like they're completely done now. Completely finalized.
Yesterday.
Yeah, so he might be free. might be able to go out playing pretty free. I mean, he took an L on this week, so he has a good 10 to 14 days to get right for the next week. But who they got next week? Let me see.
They always want to say that. Shit. I just don't know if that's. I really just don't think the motherfucker can play. Sure, the voice is in there, but I just think he's fell apart. First of all, Lamar Jackson looks like a Lamborghini maneuvering LA traffic. He is the most. Listen, they're going to have to pay him $200 million guaranteed.
They're going to have to pay him more than that.
Who got the most money?
That'll be the most money right there.
200 guaranteed.
Yeah, no one's getting guaranteed. Well, what did Deshaun get? He didn't get 200. He got all of it guaranteed, but it wasn't 200 million. I don't think.
He got 180.
It's the guaranteed that 200 million guaranteed. That's going to definitely be the highest in the league, without a doubt. And do you think he takes a little bit less just to leave the Ravens and not take the Ravens' highest offer?
He should get the fuck out the Ravens.
He should. Too much disrespect already.
Well,
I don't think he does because I think he wants to stay loyal, but I mean, I think he should come to the Niners.
He should go to Seattle play with DK.
I don't think DK's gonna be in Seattle.
No, I think.
I don't think DK's going to stay.
Well, see, what I think what the Seahawks are doing is Geno's playing his ass off, and I think they're going to trust it to continue on, so they're going to stick with him.
I think they're just riding that free. They have a really good. We'll get to them in.
Oh yeah, Buccaneers are playing Rams.
Yeah, next week.
At
home.
Yeah, that's a bad day for them.
Not necessarily. The offense is for the Rams is not. The O line is very bad.
Aaron Donald.
I get that on the defensive side. Yeah, that's gonna be a struggle. But.
Their O line need to toughen up.
You got that. You have a Jacksonville game right now.
In London. That's crazy.
Do you think we'll get an NFL team in?
Yeah, that's what the only reason why they're having games over there.
Where? Mexico, London is on.
London and maybe Italy, France.
That'd
One of
dope.
those.
I mean,
or Spain.
I can imagine French motherfucker.
No. Italy would be dope. So obviously they've been going to London for years now, right? And Mexico City's just now starting. Like Mexico City has like 2 or 3 games under their belt. So I would imagine that they're going to start in London, Mexico City, and then kind of go from there. But I wouldn't be surprised with Canada, even though the Canadian have their own football league, but baseball and NBA is in Canada, right? So that would make sense.
How about New Zealand? New Zealand's big on rugby.
What
if they transfer to football?
Hey, listen. I played against Tongues in high school. Their football IQ sucks, but they're thumping. They're thumping.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. That's true.
Because
we had a lot of McQueen. That's usually a high population of McQueen.
Yeah.
And they take heads off.
I've seen the ones you had at McQueen.
They take heads off.
Yes, indeed.
And then they take heads off at the party too.
Listen, I've seen some of the Tongues you guys had. Respect.
Yeah, no, there is no joke.
I don't respect a lot of McQueen football, but I respect those Tongues guys.
I know. He always gets that shit in because Hargrave Academy.
Let's throw that out there. Let's go Broncos and Jaguars playing right now. We have 14-10. Matter of fact, we're the Dank Dads, and we just want to shout us out right now. We're the Dank Dads. You can catch us on YouTube, Facebook.
So if Broncos lose this game, their coach is being left overseas. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be fired. Like you're not even gonna be on the plane. You got no ticket to ride back, buddy. You might as well send your family out here and enjoy your time out overseas.
Russell Wilson's gonna be doing high knees,
jumping down the aisles and stretching and all that. That's hilarious.
Let me say this.
He's goofy.
It's so bad.
Do you see the Subway commercial?
Listen, man. Some of these football guys really want you to believe like they have done something so fucking magical to get to that point. Like, I did high knees and I watched more tape and then I fucking rubbed my hamstrings down with evaporated milk and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Pure Cambodian breast milk.
Get the fuck out of here. You've done nothing. You've done nothing, and you look like nothing.
He's struggling right now, but out of all the NFL quarterbacks, he prepares pretty well. I mean, there's never been a question with that. he's always prepared well.
You've been in the league forever. You should know how to prepare at this point, bro.
Yeah, but
It's
like
second nature
he's
preparing.
known for like giving his wide receivers pop quizzes, like tests before making sure they're studying. Like he's the leader.
Never answer a fucking question from him.
He ain't getting the ball.
That's cool because he's just goofy. Sorry.
But
get him on nerves.
no, it was a 14 cents. They need to win this game.
Did you see the interception he threw?
Many.
Nah, this game against the Jags.
No, I haven't seen it play on this game yet.
Oh my God, that was straight to him.
He's thrown one already?
Early in the game, I think.
Huh?
When I looked at the stats, I saw that.
Yes.
So, he's missed open receivers left and right.
How did his high knees help in that interception?
They're winning. They're winning right now, so I guess
the truth.
It is what it is. They're winning. Right.
Oh, listen, Trevor Lawrence is my son. I want to say that.
Illegitimate son.
Yeah.
Long hair flowing.
And by the way, I have to talk about why I'm leaving the black race today. I got to talk about it. Going down. I'm getting traded for El Salvadorian kids in El Salvador.
Okay.
Cool. They're taking me in. All right. Cardinals and Vikings. Get into it. Who you got for this game, though, guys?
Cardinals.
Broncos, Jaguars.
I mean.
Oh, Broncos, Jaguars?
I like the Jags, but.
Jaguars. They're the main reason I have a lot of their players on my fantasy. So
okay.
I need them to win.
Yeah. I could go with that too.
Okay.
No, I mean, I never counted that game. The one that's already kicked off. I don't really count those picks.
Cardinals or Vikings?
Cardinals. Let me see the record. Oh,
Vikings are coming off a bye.
Rested.
Actually, never mind. Vikings couldn't. Yeah.
Arizona had a hell of a game against New Orleans on Thursday night, so they've had some time off and that was in New Orleans.
What do you think about the team right now?
They don't scare me. Like they don't. I'm not a team that they're worried about.
Team's very whack or what?
Team's pretty whack. Kyler Murray came off the sideline yelling at us like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Fuck out, right?
Yeah.
That ain't happening with Belichick.
It's not.
Yeah.
No. It's not good. It's not good.
Your coach. Your high school. Are you gonna go to the field?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I just think something's wrong out there in Arizona.
So what's funny is today is a very telling game, and this is kind of outside because Kyler has a big stigma that every time Call of Duty, the video game, has like double XP weekends, like has big weekends, he's like 0 for 16. He does not win on Call of Duty weekends. It's weird. And Call of Duty just dropped.
He's a gamer.
He's a big
Kyler
Kyler of Duty. So
hilarious.
So randomly, the Chiefs last week or 2 weeks ago talking shit and we're like, you know what helped us with this win? There's Juju, Kelsey, and Mahomes. We're like, yeah, we won like 4 games of Call of Duty the night before. Got our chemistry right. All this bullshit, right? Just talking shit. But for some reason, Kyler cannot win on Call of Duty weekends. And it's so funny because he just plays a lot, which is. I haven't played it, but I've played it before.
I don't play video games.
It's big. It's really big.
I play Madden and that's it. Like, I can't get around the corners. Like, I'll be the motherfucker, like, just doing this shit and trying to get around the corner. Then once I do, I'm red, the whole face is red.
It's very technical. The game is very technical. You got to be pushing many buttons all at once. You got to be really, like, when I watch live streamers.
Into it, like, they real Navy SEALs.
When I watch live streamers, they're jumping and flying I can't keep up with that shit.
They have to be, like, on their toes, but with their fingers.
Exactly.
Like, they're like.
Exactly.
There's
money to be made in that market.
I don't even think they blink.
Is it this? This was the key.
A lot of gamers use keyboards.
The best players use PC.
Yeah.
Mouse because you're more precise with a mouse versus a joystick.
It's like they don't blink. It's like
it's insane. But then controller always kind of comes in second. But there's some ballers. There's some guys that are millionaires on the controller all day long. There's money to be made in.
I believe it. I'm just like, damn.
Kyler's a part of one of the teams. I don't know what it is, FaZe or
he's
something.
A big deal?
Yeah, no,
he's part of FaZe clan.
Something like that. He's a part of one. Yeah. Don't quote me on FaZe, but
what is it? What's that?
It's a group of homies that are hella good at video games, and they go to tournaments
and they fight other people.
Yeah, yeah, on all different kinds of games. Every game. Oh, there's money to be made in that market. Yes, you just got to be real good with the sticks, basically.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's on FaZe Clan.
Yeah,
I feel like they're just FaZe Clan just letting anyone.
But hey,
At
yeah,
this
you get an NFL quarterback on your fucking team. Of
They
course,
put
that's gonna bring money
They
in.
got fucking Nike.
Snoop's nice too. Snoop is nice.
Snoop plays?
Oh,
Yeah.
Snoop is nice
They put Snoop on FaZe Clan.
because he's nice.
He's playing.
It's just that's the
young boy on this
that's the team.
What's the
That's no different than the Cowboys. It's just that's their video game.
It's like a group,
It's a
like
gang per gang, huh?
and like you have like
a squad, huh?
Think of the video game as a league, and you got the Cowboys, the Bengals. Yeah, you have FaZe, you have this, and that, right?
How you identify them is like they have like FaZe in front of their name. So like I'd be
like ASAP.
Oh,
Rocky,
they got
like ASAP Rocky,
yeah,
ASAP Yam.
yeah. So yeah, the username has FaZe in front of it. Yeah, and they just go. They'll play Madden. They'll play in Dungeons and Dragons. They'll play like any fucking game you can think of. Right? There's a lot of money to be made though. So I'm taking Minnesota just because I'm an NFC West fan and I want the eight.
I'm gonna stick with my gut Cardinals. Yeah.
Let me take the Cards too. I want to go against that. I want to go against
that Warzone shit. I mean, he has a lot to prove, and it didn't become until recently that it was a really big thing on the internet. Like, you know, internet stays undefeated. They got nothing but time on their hands to find all the stats, all the bullshit, right? And they found it on this guy. He has not won on a Warzone weekend, so we'll see. I'm gonna just go with the statistics and say that he loses again.
All right, let's go Dolphins.
Detroit.
Tua is back and he's ready.
Yeah.
Detroit's coming off a bye. They were off last week. They got Swift back. That's gonna help. At home, so Miami's going. Steelers have a good defense, but Miami didn't beat the brakes off Steelers last Monday night or Sunday night. It was. It was a 14-10 game, 17-10 game. It was a.
Yeah, but that was Tua's first game back, so
yeah,
I think
that's true.
This time he's gonna be more prepared.
And I mean, the Detroit defense is Swiss cheese.
That was his first game back, huh?
Yeah, it was just.
But
I didn't watch the game. How he looked? It
was not anything blow up like his first couple weeks where he was killing it. It wasn't like that.
It was like normal.
Yeah, it
was like.
It wasn't too. So like I said, it was like a 17-10 game.
Y'all gonna go? Y'all going Dolphins or going
Dolphins? For sure.
I'm going Detroit. I'm just gonna go against the grain.
I'll take that.
Just because it's the NFL and you can't be surprised.
Never can be.
Yeah, just like Tampa and Panthers last week.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I was so happy because I'm a Panthers fan and I'm
money.
I heard they were going against Tampa. I'm like, oh, okay, it's another loss, but it's okay. But then 21-3, that's crazy.
Yeah, they
what do you think
up.
about you a Panthers fan? I want to wait till we get to the Panthers and I want to go in because I don't know. I really feel like that division is really good. Panthers hot, Saints is hot. We get into it.
And none of them are hot. So who actually today's game? So let's just go to that next pick. It's Carolina at Atlanta. So the winner of this game is the NFC South leader.
Yes.
Carolina because I'm a fan. So yeah.
I think that they just don't have the offense to really keep going. Atlanta's really been doing something, I think.
Carolina's been coming off a win, so
right. I get that. That's true. They don't see how they use the new
quarterback.
No, he's out. He's been out for a while. It's PJ Walker.
Oh,
the ex-wife, but he beat Tom Brady last week.
PJ was balling.
He didn't ball against his first game was against the Rams. Ass. They got fucked up. He didn't even complete a pass past the line of scrimmage the whole entire game as an NFL quarterback. But then he comes back and beats. And then beats the Buccaneers. That's no slouch win. That's a good fucking win, right? So it's interesting to see. Obviously, you guys don't have CMC anymore, so we'll see how long that kind of.
I'm still pissed about that.
What are we taking here? Panthers?
I'm taking it then.
Panthers.
I'm taking Panthers.
Okay.
All right.
How about Bears and Cowboys?
Let's get into it. Bears and Cowboys.
I got. Wait
a minute. Okay, you got the Philly, right?
Yeah.
I got Cowboys. Cowboys defense stop the Bears for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Dak second game back.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas heavy on this one too. Which surprised me though, because last week the New England has a really good defense. And the Bears went to New England and fucked New England up. And I was kind of surprised by that. And that's what makes me think, like, okay, these guys are all professionals. They all, just because their team fucking sucks doesn't mean they can't win on any Sunday, right?
This kid,
Justin Fields?
listen, I like him.
Justin Fields is hella good. He's been doing hella good.
I don't think he's going to be a quarterback, but I think
And a raw athlete.
in a raw athlete. And I just don't know if he can really. He doesn't look like he can really. He makes plays though. It's just weird. He could fall in. You guys think he'll ever fall into his?
The worst thing that can happen to a quarterback development is landing into a franchise that is down. And that will you have to be the next coming of Jesus to pull yourself out of that and be good. When your fucking linemen suck, your wide receivers suck, your defense is above average, there's only so much you could do. And it shows time and time again of down franchises just going through different quarterbacks constantly because their team sucks.
Like golf.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, but they've spent a lot of money to get going on that.
Second year, huh?
They spent a lot of money to kind of get going on that. They're trying to build. They brought in a new coach. They're attempting. But I mean, no, you're not scared of them to do damage in the playoffs. I mean, I'm not. And they haven't been. The Jaguars have been the Jaguars forever. It's one of those franchises that.
You know, we all going Cowboys across the board.
Yeah, I mean that defense is too good.
What I have is my
Same with me. Vegas, it's Raiders versus the Saints in New Orleans. Vegas coming off a bye. Devontae Adams has been dealing with a flu all week. Still playing, but that's just hot news. Just because I'm going
Saints. Raiders.
So I'm taking Raiders too. They're going with Andy Dalton is still the starter in New Orleans. Michael Thomas, Landry, both out still.
I mean, Josh Jacobs has been going off. Last week, hella good.
He has been going off, and he's on a contract year. Raiders didn't even pick up his 5th-year option.
Oh, listen, he get loose.
Yeah.
I wish they had kept it.
Oh, and he has been
special.
He has been getting loose.
So we already did Panthers, Vikings, Falcons. So we're taking Panthers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have Pat.
The Jets. Jets are fiery this year. That defense is good.
Breece Hall is hurt though, so
yeah,
and that's what's been carrying them, in my opinion.
No, that defense is what carrying them. Sauce Gardner hasn't allowed like a touchdown all year. The defense has been fucking people up.
That kid's already I hate that.
Yeah, that sucks. That always sucks. They traded for James Robinson from the Jaguars. Jaguars sent over to James Robinson. He's a 25-year-old shifty running back. So that they filled the hole a little bit. And they still got Michael Carter, who's having a decent year.
It's a rivalry game, though.
It is, and the Jets have always been the ugly stepchild, right? Always to the Pats. So
can't wait.
But this year they're stepping it up, like.
No, big time. I'm taking Jets.
I fuck with Salah.
Jets, yeah.
I think Salah brought a new came from San Fran in that first year. He a little butt hurt. They lost a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Old boy got hurt.
That right? Defense is nice.
Quarterback got hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they kind of took a lot of ass whoopings towards the end of the year, and then he early took some ass whoopings again, right? Oh boy!
So the Jets are on a 4-game winning streak. Pittsburgh, Miami, Green Bay, Denver. That's a decent little run.
That's a great run.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Listen, I used to watch tournaments of basketball at Kinston High School, Kinston, North Carolina, and football at Kinston. Hell of a basketball. I used to go down and run down around Kinston, North Carolina. I used to hang around down there, and I used to remember seeing that kid play, and still killing to this day.
You taking Jets again?
Yeah, I'm taking Jets. Definitely.
I want to get some NBA.
Who you taking?
Sure.
Who you taking?
I'm gonna go with.
They got embarrassed last week.
Still ain't gonna do it. That's why.
They got embarrassed last week. Really, they gave up 40-something points to the Bears.
Eagles.
For sure. Pittsburgh at Eagles. Pittsburgh at Eagles.
Hey,
if Pittsburgh
boy,
wins,
listen, this is my bro. Don't you ever jump out there on a take, boy. Just take over some Eagles. You let me announce it first. Who do you think this is my show? This is my shit. All right, let's start over. Act like that didn't happen. All right, y'all ready? Steelers, Eagles. Steelers and Eagles. Who you guys got?
Eagles.
Okay,
Eagles.
cool. I got the Eagles too.
Eagles.
If Steelers win, that's gonna be special.
How bad is that? He just saw those two. It was like
Eagles. That's it. I mean,
Damn, is it that bad right now?
Yes, bro. They're 6-0, and Steelers are 2-5. Steelers need to step it up.
Eagles
Big
defense
time.
is legit.
First year, maybe not that guy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they thought Pickett was the guy answer. Najee Harris hasn't done shit. They didn't upgrade their O-line. Pickens is that dude though. Pickens, that wide receiver, he's gonna be good. He's raw.
All right, we got that. We fucking know. What do we? Hey, listen, Justin. Hurt.
I think he loses in the playoffs.
Okay, let's go back to that. Wow.
Because I think that he's gonna run into a team that has more playoff experience and a more quarterback that has that in it.
Yeah,
and then
true.
and then he loses.
Who would that be? Who would that be? Tell me who the fuck
in the
would that
NFC.
be right
Yeah, you're right in the NFC. But I mean,
in
the playoffs though, in the playoffs, any shit could happen. Like Garoppolo could beat him in the playoffs.
Oh no, I don't even think. Actually, no.
That whole roster could beat.
He's not going to in playoffs.
That's true. They do have that.
You're going to deal with Jalen Hurts, Meek Mill.
Oh, fucking. That shit.
And that's what?
How many times are you going to come out with that same fucking song that worked that for that one Super Bowl? And that was it, bro.
Have you ever heard I wanna be a part of it. That's the New York from Philly, boy. Huh? That's the New York.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Yeah. But that was dope that one Super Bowl year. Yeah, of course. But I mean, this is outplayed now.
Let's Philly when they hear that shit.
Let's look at the schedule. Okay. Detroit, not a crazy win. Minnesota at home. Yeah, not a fantastic win, right? It was Kirk Cousins in primetime. He sucks in primetime. At Commanders, whoop-de fucking do.
Win, bro. Carson Wentz is absolute booty.
At Jacksonville, not that crazy of a win.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, then Dallas. So they haven't.
It'll be a little tough.
And to be honest, looking at the rest of their schedule is not that hard. Like it's on the softer side when you look at their matchups. They get a bye next week, or they're on a bye. Oh no, they had their bye. They get Pittsburgh, Houston, Washington. Like there's 3 wins right there.
I feel like most of the teams in the NFL though are easier to beat. And if you're going against Eagles, like Commanders going against Eagles, easy to beat.
Right, yeah, definitely. So like their schedule is pretty easy.
Win out.
So not necessarily win out. I don't know that they're gonna go undefeated.
Sounds like they might go.
They're all professionals. You catch just like a Carolina could beat Tampa Bay, or a Commanders can beat Green Bay.
I don't think they're going to go 10 games undefeated. I don't. I think they'll lose. I think they're going to probably. Definitely.
I think they take the NFC. I can see that.
All right, let's go Titans. Titans in Texas.
All right, so this is big. I made a big fantasy move today, and I was driving over here and I said, "Fuck it," and I pressed the button. And you're not gonna like this. Tannehill's out, so Malik Willis is in. First career start.
How about Tannehill?
Hurt ankle or something.
That's like your only choice though.
Yeah. My fantasy quarterback was Aaron Rodgers, and I've had about enough amount of points that he's been getting. Right. I dropped him. I went on a fucking said fuck it. Let's have some fun today, Malik Willis. I also have Henry though too. So Henry, I thought maybe it's gonna help him. I dropped Aaron Rodgers for Malik Willis today in fantasy, and of course it's high risk, high reward, no doubt. I'm not expecting some magical day, but Aaron has not done shit all year, and Lazard's out. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's cool. Yeah, I made a ballsy move and I said, fuck it, because Lazard's out today. Aaron Rodgers is going against Buffalo. I just had enough on my fantasy.
I'm deciding because if I should drop Tom Brady, because last week, for the last 3 weeks, he's been putting up barely 10 points, but this week he put up 17.
You gotta look at the matchups. What he has left, right? Who he has
How
up?
much you got?
Huh?
I got 6 leagues.
I only got one.
I got 3. And they're
Dropping
all
Tom. Yeah, I would drop Tom Brady.
Yeah, you got to drop him.
And the other quarterback I have is Justin Fields, and he's been doing.
No.
You got to drop both of those guys.
Wait a minute.
You got to drop both of those guys.
I know it's a shame, but I picked defense first round, so I'm absolutely dumb for that.
All right, so Tennessee at Houston. I'm going Tennessee just because of my ballsy ass pick.
I'm going Texas.
Titans.
All right.
Titans are coming off a bye.
Good game. Giants, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
It's raining crazy in Seattle today. Both teams are leading the NFC right now, other than the Philly. They're both 5-2 or something like that, or 4-3, 5-2. The Seahawks are leading the NFC West right now, which no one fucking thought. Everyone thought they would be last.
Geno Smith is kind of stepping up since Russell Wilson left.
He's balling.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely balling.
And DK has just been doing his thing.
So there's been these rumors that I really want to get in this. I want to brief you. There's rumors that Carroll is kind of protecting Russell Wilson. Like you're seeing the real Russell Wilson. Like Pete Carroll was designing shit within Russell's capability. And now you're seeing him in a position where he's kind of exposing it. I just think Russell's old.
Russell is old.
That's what's corny. And
corny.
Yeah.
But is Geno Smith the answer for Seattle?
I think Geno sat down and seen that offense for so fucking long, he can do it like the back of his hand.
Geno Smith is holding it down for sure. When my brother, since he's a Seattle fan, when he heard Russell Wilson was getting traded, he was like, "Oh my gosh, we got Geno Smith. What the hell are we gonna do now?" Right? And then now, since the first game of the season, he saw Geno Smith playing. He's like, he's gonna hold it down.
Yeah.
And brother out, by the way, Cadell.
Shout out Cadell Ayala. He is
dope athlete.
Yeah, kicker.
Oh,
one
TikTok
of the best
star
kickers.
too. The TikTok star.
Oh yeah.
Shout his TikTok out, bro.
His TikTok, Cadell.Ayala. .03. He has 3 TikToks, but follow that one. That's his main.
All right, so then we all taking Seahawks. I'm taking Giants.
I'm taking Seahawks just because my brother.
Sorry. Yeah. I think Saquon is on.
Yep. Their defense is good.
Finally, Saquon is back.
I'm glad. 49ers Rams.
The Niners have beat them 7 straight times in regular season.
But I think Rams are
coming off a bye.
Rams are going to be tough this week. I think Rams will come out on top when it all ends.
I can see that. Shout out to the homies, Brandon, Gurpreet, Corey, CP. They're all going to the game. They're all in LA right now.
Okay.
They already are. And I'm playing Brendan in fantasy. I hope he's drunk last 3 straight days so he fucking doesn't set his lineup. That's what I'm hoping for. But they're going to the game. It's about to be dope as fuck. They've got like 8 people going. They're having some fun. Niners had a bad loss last week against the Chiefs. Garoppolo looked like Garoppolo.
Chiefs, bro.
Oh. Of course it was a Chiefs. 44-20 something.
That was bad.
Because the offense couldn't stay on the fucking field.
All right. I got
But San Fran is 7-0 against them in the regular season. Straight.
I'm taking San Fran.
I'm taking San Fran. The Rams are the San Fran is Rams kryptonite in the regular season. They can't seem to get past them. We already fucked them up once this year. Get them again.
Terrible thing. Commanders and
Colts.
So hilarious though with the Matt Ryan situation. He's not even hurt, and they just said you're fucking benched the rest of the season. He didn't say we're benched this week. The Jim Irsay came out and told the coach.
They tried to wash it up.
They did, but what was funny though is not like, hey, we're gonna go. You're benched this week. They said you're benched indefinitely for the rest of the season.
He was like, we know we let you down.
But what's funny though is Matt Ryan has one of the biggest cap hits in the league. Like he's making a rip of money. So is he mad?
You're 20.
Something.
Matt
24
Ryan
maybe.
fell off
Listen,
since he left Falcons.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
fell off.
But he's old too. He's been in the league for
Mhm.
20 goddamn years. He's been in the league.
yeah. I think I wouldn't have. I don't know if I would have went to the Colts. I would. Like, you know what? I'm done. No,
I'm
there's
taking
no
the Colts
defense.
on this one just because they're at home
Colts, yeah.
and their defense is pretty good.
Packers, Bills.
Colts defense is
Who are you
solid.
taking, Marcus?
This one?
In Washington, Indy.
What?
He's
Carson.
a DC cat. He's got to.
Listen,
Carson
okay,
Wentz ain't playing. Carson Wentz ain't playing.
No.
It's Heineke.
Here's
Yeah, I
the
know.
thing. Here's the thing. I think that it's just time. They got a lot of dope parts in Washington, and I think it's time. I think Heineke's taking his place. I think that's who they wanted all along. To be honest, he's going to fuck up a lot, but
I think the players like Heineke
I think the city likes Heineke.
because he puts his body on the line.
Absolutely.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
Packers, Bills.
Bills.
This is a Sunday night game. So Aaron Rodgers is phenomenal on prime time. He has not thrown a pick in prime time. He's like 13-2 in prime time. He's very good in prime time. Bills are coming off a bye. Bills are at home.
Bills defense is amazing.
And
Those
they get those
Davis is-
DBs back.
Yep.
They're getting like 2 hurt DBs back.
Rodgers didn't hold back this week on saying guys need to start losing some reps. He said outside of Lazard and Aaron Jones, everyone can go kick fucking rocks. And he pretty much said that. Like he came out and said, besides Aaron and Lazard, people need to start losing reps. So whether that is he has just he's struggling or he's trying to light a fire underneath some guys, I don't know.
Light a fire, though.
But Lazard's out this week too.
Light a fire.
I want to say it does because you got to listen to Aaron. You got to listen to Aaron. You got to be fired up by one of the greatest ever. If you're not, go to get the fuck out the league, basically, right?
I feel that way too, but you hear a lot of people like the young people.
Yeah.
The young people that I don't know if they can necessarily. I don't know. I think this whole city here wants Romeo to be great. I think everybody I know, I go to the grocery store, everywhere I go, Romeo.
Yeah, and that's
People
always
are
fun.
rooting for Green Bay now here because of
Just 'cause
Romeo,
of that.
right?
Yeah, no, that's huge. That's big.
And he just looks like sometimes he's super, sometimes he's not. So
Well, with Lazard out, it's his time to shine. You can't give the ball to Aaron every goddamn time.
I gotta go with. I went Buffalo.
Packers O-line has to be tough. That's what I'm saying.
I think they can handle Von. I don't think Von Miller's going to be hard where he should be. I think it's going to be people catching a fucking football.
Yeah, you got to be able to move the ball down the field, right, and hold on to the ball. But Aaron, like, if there's a quarterback you want to trust outside of Tom Brady, and to get right,
Yes, they are.
it's him. For
All right, let's go Bengals, Browns.
Cincinnati at Cleveland. Jamar Chase is out 6 weeks.
Can we
That
talk
hurts
about
him.
that? Can we get into
That hurts.
Bengals.
Chase.
That sucks.
I don't think he's hurt if they're making him open. Because if I think if those wide receivers hadn't emerged from last week, a lot of wide receivers for the Bengals caught balls last week.
Well, they have the best receiving core in the league, I
True.
think.
But I'm saying, like, Higgins really stepped up. The other kid really stepped up. So you
Boyd.
got a chance to see a lot more wide receiver play. And I think it was like, all right, you've been hurt and dealing with that, Chase. Sit down for a week and get yourself together.
4 weeks is a lot.
Listen,
I put him at week like 12, 13. That's a lot. He probably does, but
I think he's been dealing with that the whole season. And now it's just
hamstring?
like, no, so it's a hip.
Oh, it's a hip.
It's a hip injury. And so I think that with those receivers emerging last week, the way they came out like that, I think that's what's making, them say, all right, we can sit you now because these guys are balling too. So, and they got to get tight ends. Tight ends balling.
Yeah, tight end is balling. I mean, I think when you take away a weapon of Jamar Chase's caliber, it's always going to hurt your team, especially because Joe Burrow has that chemistry hard with Jamar Chase. So that's always going to hurt. And Jamar Chase, the last game he played, it was like a walk-off touchdown against the Saints. It was pretty dope. That shit was pretty dope to end it. Cleveland giving up like one of the most points in the league. Their defense is supposed to be good, and it's not. Jacoby Brissett doesn't scare nobody. I'm going Cincy still.
Yep.
Cincy's got the ball rolling.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'll go with you guys, Cincinnati. And we get into some basketball.
Yep.
So you said your squad is Memphis, right? Because of Ja.
Oh yes, definitely.
That dude's flying around. I got a little bit of beef with Ja just because I'm a not with Ja, but with the Grizzlies just because I'm a Timberwolves fan, right? And they're rivals. And you guys took us out the playoffs last year on. He posterized everybody, bro. But he beat. So what's dope? What I like about the Timberwolves is you guys beat us in a deciding game on a 5 seconds left. Ja went coast to coast, laid it up, took a 2-point lead, won the game, ended right. So we went out and got the reigning defensive player of the year, perennial defensive player of the year, in and out every year to stop that fucking shit.
It wasn't
Gobert. So we have a guy down low to not have Ja Morant, and I think that honestly, I think that they picked up him solely because of that fucking ending. That no, we have a good team. We're not going to fucking lose on a Ja Morant last minute layup because we can't fucking guard down low.
That is why they picked him.
I think so. And that, hey, I don't hate it. It's a good fucking team. Timberwolves are rolling. Everyone's hating on them, but they're doing good. They just fucked up the Lakers. Lakers haven't won a game yet.
How about Luka?
I mean, Luka's off the chain.
Luka's going off this year. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, professionally against grown men in Madrid.
I have never seen by move like, and it's nothing special.
No, he's not like he's fast and shit. Yeah,
just necessary.
His IQ is high.
His IQ stupid.
He's got the little comb over. He's
I don't want to go
different.
To your crush on the brother, but I was talking about his basketball skills. He lets it out every now and then. Listen, his crossover is insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's quirky. It's jerky, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you don't know what the fuck he's going to do. He does little goofy shit. Next thing you know, he's going by. Listen, I've never seen anybody play like him. He's not like Ja Morant, where he's like super fast,
agile, and all that, athletic. Yeah,
it's his own style.
But so the only team in the NBA that has not won a game is the Lakers. That's the only team in the league that has not won a game. And yeah, they're only 6 games in, but they have not won a game yet. And it sucks. Go ahead.
LeBron, he needs to retire, but I think he's waiting for Bronny and
Oh, he's definitely waiting for them.
He's waiting for them.
He's most definitely waiting for them.
I don't see that happen.
You want to see them playing together?
LeBron James is averaging 25 points a game. He ain't retiring anytime soon. He's balling.
He ain't got no shooters.
7 assists, 25 points.
LeBron doesn't have any shooters.
Yeah, he said their team can't throw a dime in the ocean right now.
Listen, none. I don't know if Bronny James is going to be.
I think Bronny's overrated.
So the next thing, though, that what LeBron is doing is.
I can't say that. He's going to go do.
A little overrated.
Nah.
that bloodline.
We'll tell you after the show, young fella. Cut it out.
That bloodline's never overrated.
Yeah. And we can go 2 programs.
The thing I saw a funny ass meme the other day is a picture of Tupac, and they fucking made him hella old. Like they aged the photo, right?
Put your heads on him?
No. It was regular with like bandana and all that, but they made him hella old. Like his little mustache had gray, and it said Tupac if Westbrook was the shooter. Meaning Tupac's gonna be old as shit and not dead. It was fucked up. It was hilarious, bro.
The Lakers are the most dysfunctional stepchild I've ever seen in my life.
It sucks. I'm a LeBron fan. There you go.
Oh my God. And Tupac wouldn't look like that right now.
I know, of course not. That's hilarious, though. Go ahead, Westbrook's neck.
I think that Westbrook is stuck in a bad place. Number one.
He needs to get rid of his nickname. That's like hurting him. Westbrook.
Yeah, and he didn't choose that shit.
No, people gave it to him. That's the thing.
I just think he should just.
I hate when LeBron is down, but look, I think Westbrook's at his best when he's number 1, and he can take control of the entire thing. He can't shoot for shit, but he's still athletic. He can still fly around, right? And that's.
If I can do all that shit, I'm trying to figure out fucking boring. Listen, don't you go after Jimmy Garoppolo.
I beat you 1-on-1. Don't say you can go flying around.
First of all, no one has beat you on that court.
No one has. No one has beat me in that fucking court. That's my fucking court.
Listen, my co-host is undefeated.
I don't lose on that court.
On his court. Okay? I got to give it to him. He beat me. He did beat me. Fuck. I'm not a very good basketball player, but I was trying hard, too. I was trying. No lie. The motherfucker beat me. So
Westbrook averaged 12 points a game.
Look at this. This dude go to McQueen.
Oh, no. He looks like Bronny James. Oh, not.
Bronny, if LeBron didn't make it out the hood.
Oh, no. He goes to McQueen.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Fucked up.
Yeah.
No, dude, shout out Hopte. Shout out Hopte.
What's his name?
Hopte. Shout out.
He's cool with that?
He posted that video.
That's him doing that?
He posted that video.
Hey, more power to him. That's some balls.
and then
I like that.
Account got deleted.
That's riding coattails without riding coattails. Hopte?
Yeah.
Can he dunk?
Can do anything.
He's a little on the shorter side, but he's not a bad basketball player at all.
Hey, if he goes from McQueen, I'm riding with him.
Oh God.
Hey, listen. Hey. Hey, yo, can we show that on this? We can show that? Hey.
You gotta bring it up close to the camera.
Yo, this is why we have kids. Play it. Can he hear?
If that says if Bronny James never made it out the hood, damn.
Hey, listen.
That's hilarious.
Say who he is. This kid's name is Hopte, right? Is that his TikTok?
Shout out Hopte. His account got deleted, but this is like people are reposting stuff.
So this kid is saying that he is Bronny James if his daddy didn't make it up.
He got the hair. Hey, that's dope. I like that confidence though. That's funny as shit.
Yo, that is the funny shit. Oh God! All right. Let's look at what about the Magic? The Magic looks like
trash.
Magic
1-5.
Magic needs to step it up.
They got a roster, but they're trash.
They're great roster.
Magic fans are like sort of only reason they're fans really. I think is.
And it's honestly, if you look at their games, I mean, fairly close.
It's early.
Fairly close.
It's early.
Like there's some. They just got their first win. Their last game against Charlotte. That's the most.
Who's your favorite? Who's the best basketball player of all time?
So.
I love this take from a young kid.
Yeah,
this is good.
Boom, boom, boom.
This is perfect.
There's different generations. I never got to watch Michael Jordan play. I get to watch LeBron play. But you guys are leaving Kobe out the picture. I think Kobe's mentality and Kobe's dominance.
The greatest ever?
Listen, do not say whatever you feel.
Kobe is the greatest basketball player ever.
And being on the West Coast?
Kobe, bro.
Being on the West Coast, you're gonna get a lot of love for that answer. That ain't a wrong answer around here.
Let me say this.
Kobe's mentality will never be matched.
I think you gotta really think about what you're asking when you say who's the greatest ever. Meaning, are you factoring in stats? Are you factoring just playing the game? Take the NBA out of it, and you're just playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about?
Actually,
you got to factor in. You got to really define what you're asking.
Right? Because I thought about this the other day. He said that. Right? Then he said that. What did you say again? Say it again.
Kobe's mentality will never be matched.
All right. So we got Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan spent his whole career being Michael Jordan, right? Mm-hmm. Kobe spent half his career being Michael Jordan. Right?
Yep. I mean, the way that you explained it to me before, yeah,
the way
I understand.
He walked around, the way he chewed gum, the way he was. I mean, like, listen, Kobe did everything to emulate Michael Jordan all the fucking time.
And to credit to Michael, so did millions
I
of other
wouldn't be
people.
surprised if he, if he was driving his car like Michael Jordan, if he was, whatever Michael Jordan did, he was trying to do it, right? Mm-hmm. And then at some point in time, he became Kobe Bryant. He was like, I look goofy doing this shit.
So his last championship, he was Kobe Bryant, you think?
I think probably those last two where he was Kobe Bryant, right? But then the mentality of him was like, yo, anything about basketball. And I think that we forget Kobe because he didn't really do anything other than basketball.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
His shoe was cool.
It wasn't his own entire brand.
I wasn't getting ready to throw that motherfucker on and go really do it. I throw LeBron on and go anywhere. Club. I throw LeBron on with a slick suit. That Kobe shoe was whack.
Yeah, there was.
And we tried, right? We all tried to like rally around him. He wasn't a big social justice dude, right? He lived in Orange County, so he was never really in LA. So his mentality was like, yo, I'm just a basketball player. And I do think that Kobe's better than Jordan.
Playing wise?
I just think that
I mean, Jordan had more help.
I don't think that Jordan is the number one player. I think LeBron, Kobe, Jordan.
And see, this is where I ask, like, what are we asking? Are we talking about take the NBA out of it and give this person a ball?
If we're talking about championships, then of course.
Right. Because to me, it's LeBron as far as athletic-wise and playing the game. There wasn't a time that Jordan or Kobe were playing point guard and center. And LeBron has. And and LeBron has a lot of. Also, Jordan and Kobe never went to 10, 11 straight fucking finals with 3 different teams. That's hard to do.
But I think that what happens is that we forget because Kobe really didn't do anything. Jordan brought us Jordan, the shoe.
Right. Kobe was quiet.
He's forever cemented in our lives. And even in his little dude's life, he wasn't even around when that guy was playing.
Right.
Right? He still got on some J's. Right? Kobe didn't do much. He didn't speak out. So we know Jordan for the Jordan shoe, so every cemented. But LeBron does every fucking thing.
And I mean, even Michael went to play baseball. He got a little bit of that in.
Right.
So like he did other shit. And yeah, you're right. Kobe didn't really do that.
Forget Kobe was that motherfucker, and he's right. The mentality of this dude, you'll never see that again. We'll never see somebody so serious and
that
dedicated.
Killer shit.
Yes. We'll never see that again.
Yeah.
And I think that the only reason why we get him didn't do much. But I got LeBron, Kobe.
That's crazy.
Okay.
And I don't disagree, but that's crazy. Oh yeah, fuck yes.
Got okay. In that order, what's your order?
So it's gonna be literally like your order: Kobe, LeBron, and Michael.
So for me, being a basic ass white male, right, in Reno, Nevada.
MJ, I mean Magic.
Yeah, Magic's up there. But what fucks me over, right, is I'm just a fan. I don't know the NBA life. I'm not that good at basketball. And then when I ask a person like Josh Howard, and he says, "Oh, it's Jordan," and there's no other question beyond that, right? Even though he put Kobe in his top 5.
Even Kobe said that Josh Howard
right
headache.
But when I see a legit person that knows actually the game, it's hard for me to even say anything else after that, because he's still watching LeBron and Kobe.
Listen.
He played with Kobe.
You gotta also understand too. Josh Howard is like, I think he's more Kobe.
I would agree.
He's more Jordan in his day-to-day mannerisms. He gives his dude. Josh is that dude. If he had to, he's that. Josh Howard was that guy. Like he was serious about his shit. You heard him, like, yo, all those guys who say they were the guys on the team. I go straight at them and see where they were at right away.
He said you got to check them to see where their mental's at.
Josh is, and I think he's more Jordan than he is Kobe. So that's kind of why he would make that. But that's just where I put it at. So
I mean, I'm a huge LeBron fan. I'm a huge Kobe fan. As far as the game of basketball, I think it's LeBron hands down. As far as LeBron just broke another record of the most.
Right?
I don't know what it was, but most 20-point games in NBA history. He gets a lot of hate. I think he gets more hate than Kobe and Jordan combined, which is unfortunate because he has a lot of finals losses and he does some goofy stuff every now and then.
Well, he gets more hate because this generation is more hateful.
Facts.
This generation likes to down on people. So
that is facts.
That's why athletes got to be like more.
But Kobe and Jordan, they didn't have no school that funded thousands and thousands and thousands of kids' education. Well, that's huge. Yeah, of course. That's huge.
The internet's undefeated. It is.
Yeah, you can't.
Hey, listen. That kid, what's his name again?
Hopte?
Hey, Hopte, let you know the internet is fucking undefeated.
Yes, and hopefully it goes viral with that shit and takes off. But there's going to be shit that we've said in episode 2 that in about 15 years from now is going to come up, right?
Hilarious.
That's going to come up.
You got going to the who's our MVP this year?
Well, the only undefeated team is Milwaukee Bucks. So that, Giannis is balling.
Giannis, I feel like the foreign players like Giannis and Luka are dominating the game because they've played against tougher competition overseas. So this is like a piece of cake to them.
So I think
go to college.
It's from Greece. You didn't go to college.
Straight over,
yeah.
Huh?
So what I think you're making a great point on that is they take that craft so much seriously overseas as far as the professional level. Yeah. But I think United States is slowly catching up with a lot of it. It's not just high school, college. There's a lot of other leagues being created, a lot of other different things that are avenues. But overseas, I mean, that's just a lifestyle.
They kind of get straight to it overseas, huh? They get straight to
but
it.
They don't fuck around. Yeah, because you can start making money at 13 as a professional athlete.
It's weird, though. Isn't it like all the black sports you got to go through to get paid with all the white sports you don't. Like baseball, you go straight over. Hockey.
Hell no. You don't go straight over for baseball. Baseball's the worst.
These aren't going to college no more.
No, baseball's the worst.
Talk about Robbie Snelling. Went to McQueen. He was an LSU commit, but he got drafted to the Padres.
Right, and he's not going to see the field for another 7 years.
Yeah, that's true.
It takes a long time.
He's still in Reno right now.
That's his boy.
Yeah. But baseball is the worst out of professional sports to be the top.
That they give you the ability. You don't have to go to college, right? Baseball, you don't have to go to college.
Yeah.
Football,
why is that though?
Basketball now.
Why?
You have to.
Because college baseball doesn't bring any fucking money. College football does. College basketball does.
Mm-hmm.
They want that product good. That's why they make it to where you have to go to college to play these things. Because the money is too fucking good, they need that product good. If everyone went to the league, there'd be no college football. It wouldn't even be that tight.
Baseball, you don't really get hurt in baseball though.
And that too.
Yeah, so they would draft it right over, and there isn't a high risk of getting hurt. But like, let's say you get paid to go to college football, and because you're taking that risk of playing at a higher level, getting hurt.
Right, that's true. But in college baseball, you can get drafted like 4 times before you go to the league. You can enter the draft multiple times.
That's true.
It takes forever to get to the majors. They do now, of course, but college baseball doesn't bring in money like college basketball and football does.
That's true.
But it's also a lot longer grind because let's say you go to college for football, you do 2-3 years, then you can be in the league. You do college baseball or just go straight to the league, you're not seeing the field for 7-8 years.
My college roommate played baseball way too. Yeah, he went to minor league.
It takes forever to get up there. Bryce Harper was the last. Shout out to the Phillies. Bryce Harper was the last one to go straight from like high school to the league.
So your boy's in Reno right now? Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because the season's done. There's no reason to. But he was committed to LSU, and then Padres gave him a good ass signing bonus and said, fuck college. I'm gonna sign LSU. Or I'm gonna sign with the Padres. Mm-hmm. But he's 18 years old.
But that LSU contract is still there.
Right.
Oh,
it's
so
weird. It's so weird. Baseball's weird.
College?
So you can enter the draft, get drafted, and then go back to college and say fuck that.
Though. They gave him a check?
I don't know if after he signs if he can go back. I don't know about that. Once you sign your name on a dotted line, I think you're in there. But if you don't like your position in the draft and you think you can be better next year, you can bounce out the draft, say sorry, whatever team just drafted me, go back and play college, and then re-enter the draft again. It's crazy. It's weird.
So who's your MVP? Who do you think your MVP is? Not championship.
For NBA? Luka this year. He's averaging 35 points a game.
So I got 36 points.
Well, 35. I don't know, 35 too.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Luka just because for the longevity. He's almost averaging a triple double. No one else is even close to that.
That's true. I go with Luka too. Luka or Giannis.
I mean, Jaw's up there too, but Ja needs to get a little bit more assists. If Ja can average his 10 assists instead of 7, I think.
I'm going with Ja. Watch this kid play.
The thing though is your team's got to be good to win that award. Your team has to be good to win that award.
If Ja was on a better team, like let's say he was on.
I mean, they're 4-2.
The Nets.
If Ja was on the Nets, that would be crazy.
Nets are 1-5.
Listen, not with him.
There's too much ego there. Way too much fucking ego.
What's going on with the Nets?
There's too much. There's too much. It's too top heavy.
I hate Kyrie.
Too top heavy.
I hate Kyrie, and I love Kyrie. I want Kyrie.
Kyrie should just play the game.
I think he should have fun.
That's when he's at his best.
I think Kyrie should just have fun.
The thing about Kyrie too is I think people forget is he's older now. He might look like a young chap, but he's been in the league for a long time now. And
He's 30 yet?
Probably, yeah. He looks young, which is crazy. But he's been in the league for a minute.
I just want Kyrie to play basketball. Have fun.
And then that's where he's best at. But he wants to be a part of all of the outside shit and the extra shit. He wants
the stage at the Celtics arena.
And, you know, saying the earth's flat, all that extra shit.
You say all that shit.
I don't even
care.
know.
I just want him to play.
Yeah, I just think he's going too far into some of his nonsense. Talking like he's a GM or something.
30 years old.
30?
Yeah.
I like it. I like him.
Kyrie and LeBron should play again.
I think that's what happened next year. For sure, we're gonna get rid of Russ.
Golden State's 3-3. I mean, you can't count Steph Curry out as the MVP. That dude's the greatest shooter of all time. As long as
how about Klay Thompson being back?
Klay Thompson's balling.
Who's going? Who's going to ship?
Golden State and Milwaukee or Boston.
Jason Tatum playing like a monster.
Yeah, he's averaging 30 game too.
Yes,
he's balling. And I know that they're hungry. They still got the same team that they brought them to the finals last year, minus the coach situation. But they got a chip on their shoulder.
If the coach comes up, I think he's going to the Nets.
It's bold, but John Morant's going to the finals. He's gonna put his team on his back and work his way to the
4-2 right now. The Western Conference isn't outside of the Warriors. Is not all that scary, right? And the Suns are pretty good.
He almost beat the Warriors. So
yeah, but in the NBA you can't count any regular season at all. Once the playoffs start, it's a whole another season. That's when the teams really start fucking going.
I want my Lakers to go. I think John Morant's gonna go far.
I think so too. I love Ja. I mean, you can't. It's hard to hate him.
In my opinion,
he's raw.
Probably the most athletic player in the league.
I would agree. I mean, yeah, without a doubt, I would agree.
Nobody out.
Ain't nobody put him.
And he's Allen Iverson with hops, basically.
From Murray State. I didn't know that's where he came from.
Yeah, small school.
Yeah. He almost didn't get known until there was one scout that scouted him out. Imagine if Ja wasn't in the league.
He would have found the way.
Yeah,
I got a feeling I would have found the way. All right, Ben Simmons. Let me ask you guys something. Listen, paying this dude a ton of money. Fucking just not be a man.
He had so much hype coming out of college at LSU too. Oh, fucking point guard that can do this and this. I hear so much hype, and he never lived up to it, ever. I think he's in his head too much. Like you said, not being a man about shit, and that was probably the last piece that the Brooklyn Nets should have brought to the Nets. To be honest, some head case.
He just get into some shit with Devin
Clay.
Booker.
And Clay hit him with a nasty one.
Ooh.
Clay went. I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man.
And that was Clay got ejected. That was Clay's first career ejection. But they were hyping her, and Clay just went.
Dudes. 2 light-skinned dudes going at. Hey, Booker's serious.
Oh, he is. He's dope.
I respect the dude, man.
I love Clay and I love Booker, but Booker hit it with a mic drop. Bitch, you got 4 of these? Because I do. And I was part of 4 of these. I wasn't just some bench rider. I was these 4 motherfuckers, yeah. And that I mean, you can't say shit after that. I mean, you gotta just you either gotta keep fighting or just shut the fuck up. I don't know.
Do you think?
How about Kevin Durant? What do you guys think?
I think
He's still an elite scorer, 32 points a game, but nothing else really. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, averaging almost 4 turnovers.
I think Bane
just
is
scoring
playing better than Kevin Durant. Bane from balling as well right now.
Simmons is playing 31 minutes a game, averaging 6 points.
6 points.
That's 3 shots.
Making $30-something million a year.
Shooting 37% with 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
37 as a big name in the NBA. That's really low.
That's terrible. When Kevin Durant is averaging 32 points a game and hitting that 51 clip, that's real bad.
Kevin Durant, in my opinion, needs to find a new team.
Yeah.
The Nets are not doing it for him.
He tried to get out and then he backed out and said, "Okay, I'm cool."
They wasn't gonna let him out.
Well, they called his bluff, and then he couldn't do shit.
Nobody wanted Kevin Durant.
I wish he's another one I wish would just play basketball.
What else have you done?
But like dipping in and out of teams, just fucking play the game. Just be elite like you are, and you'll find your home.
So I got Golden State coming back.
I do too.
But I got them in the one against Morant.
Well, up to the finals.
Yeah.
In the NFC and the Western.
Same thing happened last year. But better. I think they can.
The problem with the Warriors are so deep. They're so deep. So when Curry's off the floor, their bench is are starters on any other team. That's a problem with.
I think that John Moran is going to take the old Allen Iverson approach. I think he's really about to start
and not win a championship.
No, I think he's going to really learn how to play that takeover basketball. I think he's going to really learn how to.
But what's Iverson's biggest downfall?
Just not having a great team.
Yeah, but
I think.
I mean, you could say that about Memphis.
Same way. Yeah.
Sure, and I mean they picked up Adams too, but
listen, they're going to be great.
Yeah, Bane's averaging 25 points a game.
Listen, it's going to be good.
But it's after their starting 5, it's a steep drop off. Steep, and that's not good for playoffs.
You got to take a lot of slack. You got to take up a lot of the slack, and I think you can do that. With Bane, with some of these guys putting up 25, got those kind of guys around you. Go sit down and you drop 18 in the quarter. You know what I mean? Shit like that, and that's how Allen Iverson used to do. Right, just like that.
I feel like give Ja 10, 15 years to develop, and not even develop, just like 10, 15 years playing the game, and he will be considered to some people the GOAT.
He's got to get those accolades going. He's got to start now.
He won't be the GOAT.
Nah, he might have to move to do that. Yeah. I could see that.
I could see him somewhere else.
But they're going to give him a bag, so that could keep him in Memphis for a long time.
The bag somebody else want to give him.
He needs to start winning now, though, if he wants to be considered the GOAT, I think, eventually.
Can we talk about Brittany Griner still being in prison? Got 9 years, and she tried to appeal it, but she's still in prison. And I just wanted to make sure that each week before we put the show, that we make sure that we talk to Brittany Griner. I think that's important. We all speak up, all platforms. She was caught with cannabis oil in Russia. She's been a major part of Russian sports for over 5 years now. And I don't know what I would do if one of my friends was sitting in there over some goofy shit overseas during a war.
Probably not shit you can do.
Nothing. She looks healthy, But now I hear they're going to take her to a real place.
Yeah, I heard her sentence starts, officially starts. It's not just some holding shit now.
Yeah.
She's really, but I still think that they get her back. I think that they have to go through all the bullshit in order to finalize stuff.
I think it had to be in Russia. Like we're not supporting them. We're not supporting Russia in the war, and that's I think that's what Russia's thinking also.
They're trying to hurt us.
Yeah,
Right?
that's a
They
holding
took one
piece.
of our people when they said.
First off, LeBron ain't getting himself in that situation. First and foremost. One, LeBron's not going to be in his time in his life where he's going to have to play in Russia.
What if Brad Pitt? What if we took one of our favorite people, Brad Pitt, and he was over there? Would we go get Brad Pitt?
I mean, if you're talking about, on a race thing, unfortunately, yeah.
I heard a
Any
rumor.
white person that's going to be sitting over there that has caliber, the United States government is not going to fuck around with, and that's unfortunate.
You hear a rumor.
Oh, let's hear this rumor.
What's
You
your
set him
man's
up with
name?
something. Okay.
What's the broke Bronny James who sent his ass over there to rescue her, man, with some James Bond shit? Go
Nah,
ahead.
I heard Chief Keef was gonna go over to Russia.
And do what?
I don't know, but he's Chief Keef, so
Oh my
he's
God.
gonna do something.
Drill team ain't working over there, man. I mean, just seriously, there's got this young lady sitting over there, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And it's some bullshit, and I think we got to do much more.
Did she break a law in Russia? So it's hard to argue that.
That same law does not carry 9 fucking years, bro. She never carried 9 years up. But for the percentage, they just threw her 9 years.
But that's like me coming into this garage and making up rules for what you got established when you already established it. I can't come into somewhere else making up and expect them to.
But her crime didn't carry a 9-year sentence. They just made it up and gave her 9 years. Didn't carry all that time that she had.
Right.
Anybody else, they were saying, in that position in Russia would have not gotten the same amount of time.
But does that surprise you though, being in Russia? Or they're
I'm
reckless.
They
They're reckless.
They throw an extra on her.
Right. Of course they are. But also she's American. And
that's the worst time to be an American.
Right. So that. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. And you should be on your P's and Q's when you're fucking with a country like that.
I wanted to get into this.
I mean, I hope she should get set free. I hope she gets set free.
I pray to God they set her free.
Ultimately, she shouldn't be sitting over there with someone that's legal here, right? So bring her back for sure.
Shaq thinks that they should lower the WNBA rank by 1 inch.
Shaq might be a goddamn genius.
That'll help them.
He said that it would make the WNBA game a whole lot more exciting if you lowered the rim 2 inches out the head.
Yeah,
so that the girls could dunk and the game would be much more exciting.
Why? Yeah, I mean, why do people watch the NBA? Because guys are flying all over the place.
Where are my feminists at? I'm a feminist today, and I don't think they should lower anything. They can do just as good. 10 feet as
I think
man
I think they can
feet.
do just as good, but the money's not showing it, and that's the problem.
So now we have girls backwards dunking. Would that be cool or what? To see some chicks backwards?
I bet you that put some fire under little girls' ass to want to be that.
That'll take the views of the WNBA up, and that'll get the WNBA players more money.
I got nothing against the WNBA, but there's a reason why they don't make as much money.
They don't get as much views.
It's super dry.
I don't even know. I can name probably every NBA team. I only know one WNBA team. That's Los Angeles Sparks.
The Sparks.
Aces.
Aces or the Vegas?
Oh, okay. The Vegas Aces.
I think a lot of people only know the Sparks.
I think it's Vegas. I think it's the Vegas Aces and the Sparks or LA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Obviously, these girls are elite in the game, right? There's no doubt about that, right? They would cross me the fuck over, and everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they'd cross some NBA players over. But the excitingness.
But I think it'd be exciting to see them back with like this skill shit,
like alley-oops and shit.
Really getting it under the leg shit, and seeing a girl do this shit.
Put someone on a poster.
I'm telling you,
that's
Shaq's smart.
That's the reason why the NBA makes so much goddamn money, is because they're flying high and exciting.
Shaq also said that to watch Kobe basketball that was imaginary for hours. He said, I used to look at him and be like, I have to do all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq said, I never had to do all that. Kobe did that because he thought that was necessary. But I know that I'm Shaq Diesel when I said when I said.
Yeah, but if you look at the positions, it's way different. Shaq's not needing to dribble, right? Shaq needs to stand in one spot and dunk it hard and play defense. He doesn't have to go up the court with the ball.
Do you guys think, this is a hot take, but do you guys think if Shaq had Kobe's work ethic and skill, would he be considered one of the greatest?
I mean, he's top 10 all time, so.
Yeah, he's top 10, but would he be considered as high as Michael or Kobe or LeBron.
I think it's harder for that position because you're not in so much in control.
Uh-huh.
Kobe, as a point guard or a shooting guard, you're in control of the momentum. You're in control of the play. Like plays, Shaq doesn't start with the ball and then call a play. The play goes through, right? Shaq is the point of the play. He's not he's not, the plays aren't running through him. So for a center to have that much, I think for any center all time, it's hard because they're not touching the ball as much as the Jordans and LeBron. So it's a lot more difficult, I think. But I mean, he's the most dominant big man of all time, so I give him the GOAT on that aspect.
I think that Shaq down rim. Okay, we had to fucking change the actual way they framed the basketball.
You see that tree he has in his backyard? It's a rim tree. All the rims is broken.
They had to change the backboard. Work ethic. I think he's a mental monster.
Definitely, and that you could see it after his career too.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps going. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
one thing to the next, right? Movies
right.
to.
You don't have to put the ball on him like that. But I do think a little bit more work ethic. He's been a even bigger monster, but I think he achieved everything.
It's also hard to move like that fucking big, you know, like
damn, bro.
7 foot.
7 foot, 300 pounds. Yeah,
300 pounds on a
imaginary dribbling and shit. That thing gonna go for him. So do you think that who you got going to the championship? You have
Memphis.
I got Warriors and Bucks. With the Warriors taking it again.
Go with
I think Bucks and Memphis in finals.
Right.
I gotta go back with Golden State.
That would
Okay.
I think that the NBA, it'll hurt the NBA if it's Bucks and Memphis just because those markets aren't like bring a lot of viewers. Like Ja and Giannis will bring viewers all day long, but it's not like the Lakers or
Not like
Warriors or like the big markets that really do. But
Cleveland, a big market.
when LeBron was there, not now.
Ja Morant can't make that kind of market. I mean,
No, because you can, but every market has a cap based on what city they are, right?
Cleveland have a cap.
Yes, but I think LeBron lifted it a little bit. Cleveland has a lot of sports loyalty. They have a lot of heart in Cleveland, and it shows with being a Browns fan for as long as ever. That just shows how you got some loyalty, bro. And Cleveland, to be honest, because they haven't done anything before and after LeBron. So
what's the name of their baseball team now?
Guardians. And they made the playoffs.
I love that name, the Guardians. I want a Guardians hat. I'm taking Lakers all the way. I'm bullshitting.
I was waiting for the punchline.
I'm taking the Warriors. Yo, hell of a show.
Yep.
Have fun with the young fella.
Yeah, Young Buck, appreciate you coming on
hey,
here.
Yo, that broke Ronnie James.
Yeah.
That is everything.
What's the name again?
Opte.
Opte.
Make sure you guys follow the Dank Dads. We are the Dank Dads. And you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We are everywhere every Sunday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 o'clock EST. We're the Dank Dads. You want to thank my boy Key? You want to say something before you go? Drop your Instagram.
My Instagram is at Zindalore. And wait. Damn, my Instagram name.
Go ahead and spell it for them just so they know.
You right?
Hey, what I want people to do is write on our Dank Dads page on topics you want to talk about.
Absolutely.
Like give us some things. I know we got a buddy Eric who kind of always is putting stuff in my ear to talk about, but post on our page or like email us or write us so we have topics. We'll bring them up. We'll shout you out.
I'm spilling over into IG next week.
Okay.
Go to IG and tell your friends to follow us on IG.
Mm-hmm.
Get it up.
Yep.
So, my Instagram is Zin ZIN _ Delore DALLOR. Go follow it.
Zindalore.
Yo, we thank that. And we are out. Have a good Sunday, guys. We'll see you then. Yeah. I ain't mad at it.